Welcome to Read a Book in 7 Minutes, the channel where every night at 10 p.m. we take you through the most life-changing books in just a few minutes. But today's book is a little different. It's about a subject that affects every single one of us, whether we talk about it or not. Today we're decoding The Psychology of Money by Morgan Housel, a book that has quietly changed the way millions think about wealth, greed, and happiness. If you've ever thought money was just about math, spreadsheets, and smart investing, this book will wake you up. Let's begin. First up, no one's crazy. Everyone has a story with money, and no two stories are the same. Morgan Housel opens the book with a powerful idea. People do crazy things with money, but they're not crazy. They're just making decisions based on their life experiences. If you grew up in poverty, you'll think about risk differently than someone who inherited wealth. If you lost everything in 2008, your relationship with investing will be different from someone who only saw booms. This means we must approach money with empathy. Everyone is playing a different game. Next is luck and risk. Success is never just about hard work, and failure isn't always due to stupidity. Housel tells the story of Bill Gates, who became one of the richest men alive. But here's what most people forget. Gates happened to go to one of the only schools in America with a computer at the time. That's luck. At the same time, plenty of hardworking people lose everything due to bad timing or freak events. That's risk. The takeaway? Be careful about judging others, and be humble about your own success. Never let a good outcome blind you to the role of luck. There's a story in the book about a hedge fund manager who made hundreds of millions but, still got caught committing fraud. Why? Well, because someone else had more. Housel asks, what is the point of risking what you have for what you don't need? Comparison is a trap. There's always someone richer. The key to lasting wealth is knowing when you have enough. Warren Buffett is one of the richest people ever, not just because he's smart, but because he started investing at age 10 and never stopped. The real magic in money? It's compounding over time. That means the biggest financial skill isn't intelligence, it's patience. Wealth builds quietly, not overnight. Housel says, getting rich requires risk, boldness, and optimism. But staying rich requires the opposite: humility, frugality, and fear. The hardest financial skill is not making money, it's keeping it. This is where so many people go wrong. They get greedy, they over-leverage, they chase the next big win. But real wealth is about survival, doing well for a long time, not just a short burst. Forget complex investment strategies. The foundation of wealth is simple: spend less than you earn and save the difference. Not to buy a Lamborghini, but to buy freedom. Saving gives you options. It gives you control over your time. That's real wealth. Even if you don't have a high income, saving a little consistently will change your life. The best money decisions aren't always the most rational. They're the ones that help you sleep at night. You might pay off your mortgage early even if the math says you shouldn't. Or you might keep more cash than necessary. That's okay. Money isn't about maximizing, it's about peace of mind. If your financial plan helps you stay calm and consistent, it's working. Your goals will change, your dreams will evolve, your definition of success will shift. So why do we make 30-year financial plans with the assumption we'll stay the same? The lesson: be flexible. Don't lock yourself into a life that future you might hate. Leave room to adapt. A fancy car doesn't always mean someone is rich. Honestly, it might just mean they spent a lot of money. Real wealth is invisible. It's the money you didn't spend, the assets you quietly built, and the cash you saved. So don't try to look rich, try to be rich. Why do we chase money? At the core of it all, it's freedom. Freedom to choose how to spend your time, who to work with, what to do, and when to stop. Housel argues that people want to be wealthy because they want autonomy, not yachts. So save, invest, and live wisely, not to impress others, but to gain control over your own life. Investing is personal. Just because someone is doing something doesn't mean it's right for you. Day traders, crypto gamblers, long-term investors, they're all playing different games. Don't copy someone else's moves unless you're playing their game too. Extremes get attention. Headlines scream, "Buy this now or sell everything." But honestly, most of the time, boring really works. Slow growth, sensible habits, conservative investing, that's where the magic happens. Be skeptical of extreme predictions because, most of the time history just moves quietly. The stock market has always recovered. Recessions have always ended. But here's the thing. Only if you stay in the game. The most successful investors aren't the smartest. They're just the ones who didn't quit. Ride out the storms. Don't panic in downturns. Time in the market beats timing the market every single time. In investing and in life, a few big wins make all the difference. A small number of stocks drive most market returns, and a few bold decisions can shape a whole life. So, don't obsess over perfection. Just stay in the game long enough to catch a few lucky breaks. Those so-called tail events that honestly change everything. Money isn't static, the rules change, the players shift, and new technologies rise, so stay curious, keep learning. The moment you think you've mastered the game, it changes. The psychology of money is not about tips and tricks. It's really about mindset. Because honestly, managing money well has less to do with what you know, and more to do with how you behave. It's about patience over pride, humility over ego, and knowing when to say enough. If this video gave you a fresh perspective on money, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment below on what resonated most with you. And while you're here, check out our other book summaries, Can't Hurt Me, for mental toughness, Atomic Habits to rebuild your life step by step, The Power of Now for inner peace and presence, and Rich Dad, Poor Dad to rewire how you think about wealth. We upload a new summary every night at 10 p.m. here on Read a Book in 7 Minutes. Until next time, be smart, be kind, and remember, true wealth isn't what you see, it's how you live.